I already did.
Well, good evening and welcome to broadcast here on KM Activities. Your home for the Comets as well as Dodge County Wildcat hockey. Steve, can you even hear me in this?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on.
Well, it might be the spectacular Cass and Vanderbilt Pep Band playing.
True. Hold on. We'll try something else here. Now can I hear you?
How about now?
Now I got you.
Whoa.
That's much better.
Coming in hot.
Not coming in hot. That's the thing. That's why I'm trying to mess with your microphone there. Well, I'm Joel McCall, and alongside me is Steve Alvarado, and we have Dodge County Wildcat hockey for you tonight. There's only 2 games left in the regular season for the Wildcats, and man, are they playing some great hockey right now. They are on an 11-game winning streak, shooting for a 12th tonight, playing a team out of Wisconsin that we don't know a whole heck of a lot about. They're about 500. I think 11, 10, and 1, if I remember correctly from what I wrote down. Somerset Spartans Middle Border Conference is where they're out of. Wildcats sitting at 18 and 5. And Steve, we saw them last week against Austin, and man, they put a hurting.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing all season long to some of these squads. Earlier in the season, they beat Austin, was it 10, 11 to 1. And they've just been on fire. They've got a ton of confidence. They've reduced the shots against every single game so far in the latter half of this season. And they've got a couple players back from injury. Donovan is back. He's kind of provided a spark the last couple of games, and they're outscoring teams like mad during this streak.
Yes.
During the 11-game win streak, I checked it out here. They outscored opponents 73 to 21.
Yeah, I think we gave the stat last Tuesday against Austin. Then they piled on another 16 goals and gave up 3 in 2 games. I mean, they are just playing some fantastic hockey, and if you haven't been following along or haven't seen even on Twitter, they're getting some notice. A couple of different Twitter handles that are about hockey took and started talking about DC and possibly even putting them in their rankings, not the official rankings, but their
Correct,
rankings.
yep.
And for the Somerset Spartans, it might not be 11 in a row, but Somerset is on their own winning streak coming into this evening. The Spartans 3-0-1 in their last 4. Of course, I can't tell you how strong the competition is. I will say that none of those teams had a winning record. Somerset's latest win was Saturday night over Spring Lake Park out of Minnesota. They scored 5 straight, all from different players. Their goalie ends up stopping 47 of 50 shots. And Bodie Smith tops Somerset in goals and points, second in assists. He's a senior, has played on the Iowa Wild under-16 team twice, plus time with the Wisconsin Capitals under-16 team. The defenseman will be a guy to watch. And I did notice one problem, penalties. Somerset, 100 more penalty minutes than Dodge County. And you know for a fact, I wrote it down in my notes twice, Steve. I wanted to hit on it. Dodge County will make teams pay when they go shorthanded.
Yeah, their power play is running around at a 33% clip, which is outstanding at any level. And they've been on the power play 97 times, the Wildcats have, and they've made teams pay for it every single chance they get. They're scoring 5.74 goals per game. That's across all situations. That's 5-on-5 power play and shorthanded. They've had a few shorthanded goals.
Yes, they have.
And it's just been fun to watch. I've not been a part of something like this in Dodge County, so even when the girls were going crazy, they weren't putting together 11 wins in a row. So it's exciting. You got a full house. We got the pep band coming tonight, so it's quite an atmosphere here tonight.
Yes, it is. And you're asking, well, you mentioned shorthanded. Fine, I'll mention it. Brody Lamb has 5 of them, and Woleski has 2 shorthanded on the year. And Dodge County, they smoked the ice again Saturday afternoon versus Southwest Christian. Big surprise, Brody Lamb played a giant role, scoring another hat trick and 1 assist. Maybe the actual surprise was the returning Matt Dunn Donovan finding the net twice. The sophomore has not had the best year, plagued by injuries twice, but man, it had to feel great for Donovan to be back on the ice, smashing 2 goals, and giving another offensive weapon to this Dodge County offense.
Yeah, he's, like I said earlier, he's providing a spark, and when he got his goals, he was jumping around. I think he ran in, or skated down and jumped right into the arms. I think it was Brody.
I think it was too, yes.
So it's fun to see these two get back on the ice together. This whole group, the sophomore group that's playing so many big minutes for the Wildcats, they made a lot of noise last year in Bantam, getting to the state tournament. They've got a state title, or not a state, but a region championship under their belt, and they played a lot of ice together. And maybe, I think you mentioned some of the Twitter handles out there putting them maybe in state tournament contention. And it could be a lot of teams were thinking that this was a year away from that.
A year away.
Give these sophomores a year to get varsity under their belt. But they've surprised a lot of teams this year, coming right out of the gate and picking up right where they left off at Bantams last year. So.
Struggled a little early in the season, but now certainly have ramped things up. Isaac Dale near perfection Saturday as well. He stopped 20 of 21. We talked about him against Austin, and that's another fantastic game to build confidence prior to the postseason. How about Charlie Blaisdell? There's a guy that we haven't really highlighted enough. The defensive player scoring 2 goals and 1 assist against Austin. Very active, hovering around the puck, always stopping opponents' attack. I really like how Blaisdell's playing.
Yeah, he's very solid defensively. He's looking more to keep the opponents from getting shots on his own goalie and keeping plays alive in the offensive zone than he is about scoring goals. But you've seen in the last few weeks that he's kind of ticked up his scoring a little bit, and it's shown on the score sheet. He's now got 8 goals in the season, 17 assists, and the number 4 on the team in scoring.
Well, then, as I said earlier, DC very strong on the power play. You hit on it too. And then the only thing I wrote down about Twitter, the only thing I said was that the Wildcats can't start savoring that, though, because you got to focus on the stuff that's happening on the ice. Don't look at Twitter and knowing that people are starting to recognize you. Just take care of the things that are in front of you.
Yeah, I can't speak for the kids. I don't have any of these kids in my house. I know a couple of JV players, parents, and I know that they won't let their kids kind of dwell on that. And I do know Coach Jordan a little bit, and I don't think that he's going to let the team focus on that too much. I mean, they can't be focused on it too much. Last night there was a Pee-wee team that won a big game here, and almost the entire varsity team surprised them in the locker room after the game, cheers and, taking pictures with them and everything else and really cheering them on. So just that kind of team bonding from top to bottom in the youth program here in Casson, Dodge County. It's good to see. So I don't know that they're focused too much on it.
I don't think so either, but again, the press clippings, you just don't want to start looking at those. As you could probably hear Mr. Donovan, he's giving away the starters for tonight for head coach Nick Warden, Isaac Rogney, Jake Isaac, Gavin Giesler, Easton Hamill, Ethan Dale, and then Isaac Dale will be in net. For Somerset, they have AJ Simpkins, Brody Smith, Noah Bailey, Brock Sawicki, Antonia Gomez, and then in net, they've only had 1 goalie all season. That's Caleb Benz. So he's the only guy that they've ran out for goalie, and he's .894 percentage and averaging about 3 goals a game. And so the Pep Band's going to give us the national anthem, so we'll stay here for that, but I do want to thank the major sponsors, which Bigelow Homes is our major sponsor for all activities taking place. National anthem coming up. Very nice.
Great job.
Live rendition of the national anthem from the Castlemareville Pep Band. 49 boys hockey games going on tonight. St. Paul Academy at Mankato West. Minnesota River hosting Faribault. Wasika at Austin. Albert Lee travel to Northfield. Mayo welcoming Winona. And Owatonna at Mankato East. Other KM activities going on. Well, there's girls basketball, JV varsity at Leward. And then boys basketball, JV varsity versus Leward over at Home Federal Arena. So that's what's going on tonight. Boys and girls basketball, that's the only other Casson Manorville stuff going on. Other than that, well, 49 games in the state for boys hockey. We have the most important one right here.
Now, with help from the KM Pep Band and the best student section in southern Minnesota.
All right.
Let's play hockey.
Boy, do I love this new tripod, Steve. And tonight, you'll get a reprieve from me because I won't have to talk. Not much, anyway. Steve will do the play-by-play unlike Saturday night where I had to bring you the radio call for the girls' game. And a great season it was for Dodge County girls. I know it's disappointing to end, but they did have a good season.
Somerset's got some easy numbers to read here, that bright red. I like it.
Yes, that's a lot like Farmington, actually, the other night.
And we are underway here. Off the face-off, Rogney sends this one in on Bentz. He'll cover it up, and we'll get our first whistle of the game just a few seconds in. Face-off will be to the right of Bentz in the Spartan zone. Isaac in to take the face-off. Squirts out to center ice. Dale's going to spin it around. Squirts over to Scherson. Or Giesler, excuse me. Keep on calling him Scherson. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. That's Giesler. Gets it up to Dale. Dale goes down into the corner. Taken away by Somerset. There's a big hit attempt. Comes back to the point for Isaac. He sends one down into the corner. Somerset's just going to chip this one out. McPeak stops it briefly at center ice. He gets it back. And he'll regroup as the teams change. Cross ice pass. Hits up to Donovan. Donovan takes a shot. That one's blocked. Sent behind the net. Waleski chases it down on the far half wall. Can't keep it in. This puck is chipped all the way down. It's going to go right in on goal. They'll set it up for Blaisdell. Blaisdell behind his own net. Stops. Looking for a bank pass to Lamb. It was a little bit too short for him. It was chopped back into the zone, but it was offside for the Spartans. We'll have a face-off in front of the Wildcat bench. 15:48 to go here in the first period. No score.
Man, our Twitter is strong tonight. You tweeted out the direct link, so did I.
Get some viewers. There's a shot from way outside. It's wide of the net. Wildcats are looking to chip this one out. They can't get it. It's kept in by number 24, Gomez. Gomez, he shoots one that's sticked out of the way by the defense. Pustier, he can't clear it out. Comes out to the point. There's a shot that's wide. Goes back behind the net. Pustier gets it back. Banks it up the wall to Waleski. He chips it out. Blaisdell gets sent down, but he gets the puck down to Lamb. Lamb cuts to the middle, shoots, and he scores. There's a nifty move right into the middle slot there by Lamb, and he puts the Wildcats up first, 1-0. There's an evidence of what I was talking about with Blaisdell, where he's looking to make a play there. He took a huge hit to make that play, got sent down, but he got the pass right under the stick of Lamb, streaking up the left side. Made a move around one defender, and he was free in the middle for the shot. Bentz had little chance on that one.
Scoring for Dodge County, number 7, Brody Lamb. Assisted by number 2, Charlie Blaisdell. That's Lamb from Blaisdell. Time of goal, 1:46 of the first period.
Play continues now in the Wildcat zone in the near half wall. Players battle for it there, and the Wildcats are going to come away with it. Schutz tries to get this one up ahead to Lamb, but he was offside. He'll just be content to let it go down and go on a change. And here comes Somerset. Spartans gain center ice. Smith backhands it. Can't get it deep, though. Schutz takes over there. Gets it over to Gauthier. He loses the puck. Gets it back in his own zone.
Ooh.
Tries to make a pass across to Schutz, but it fanned on a little bit and went right in on goal. And Dale will have to be alert. He'll stop it, and we'll have a face-off in the Wildcat zone. in the right circle. Shots on goal standing 2-1. They get that first one that kind of trickled in on goal on bench. They gave him a shot on goal for that one. So interesting scorekeeping. There's a shot on Dale. He sticks that one aside easily. He saw that one all the way. Wildcats just get this one outside of the zone. Sprider puts his man down, and the puck is sent back into the Wildcat zone. Giesler gets it up to the far half wall. Play is broken up. Somerset turns it right back in. Can't get by the defensive Schutz, though. Puck comes into the middle. Schutz gets it back. Backhands it to the far wall. Wildcats can't get out again. Number 18, Cyrek has it. He's a centering pass that was cut off. There's one that went right under the stick of number 4, Simpkins, but his shot went off a skate. Now behind the net, Hamill tries the reverse course, gets held up a little bit. He reverses course and wipes out. Schutz has it. He can't chip it out. Wildcats can't get out of their own zone. Now the puck does bounce out to center ice. Now allow the teams to change. This is sent back onto the stick of Schutz. He shot that one up and went into the ceiling. So we'll get a stoppage of play. Face-off should come all the way down in the Wildcat zone since it was off the Wildcat stick. 13:25 to go here in the first period. Wildcats up 1-0 off the strength of a Brody Lamb goal.
His 42nd and 46th of his career.
There's a shot off a face-off in and out of the glove of Dale. And there's another one.
Oh, they're going to get it.
That was a rebound that came to the far right side, and it was a wide open net for the Spartans. Made it even the score up here early. 1-0. I didn't see who got that. It looked like maybe Gomez. But I'm not.
I thought it was 15. They only have a 15 out there, so I'm wrong. By the way, Blaisdell padding to 28 assists and 18 for the season. We'll get who. Somerset goal.
Face off at center ice, comes back to Dale. His attempt is blocked. He'll have to give chase, gets it over to Lamb. Lamb chips this up. That one's right under the stick of a Somerset player.
Number 24, Antonio Gomez. Assisted by number
McPeak battles in the corner. Puck squirts out to him. He reverses course nicely. He's got Waleski up the half wall. Waleski chips this one out. And McPeak gets it right back. And McPeak cross ice to Dale. He gets as far as center ice, and that's all the farther it goes. Puck bounces into the Spartan zone. Defense plays a little keep away, and then they'll send this one down. McPeak spins behind his net, has a little trouble. He's able to get up the half wall of Waleski. He gathers it back. That's cut off by Somerset. Wildcats are having a little trouble getting past center ice since Brody Lamb's goal. There's a headman pass that's cut off by Donovan. He's got a step, cuts into the middle, tries to get it. There's a backhand shot that's up and over the net off the stick of Smith. This one's sent all the way down. This one's not going to go far enough for icing as it's on goal. Blaisdell sends it up to Sprider. Sprider chips it down into the zone. Somerset gathers it in. Gets it as far as the blue line. Now they are able to chip it out. Blaisdell's got it now. He's got 4-on-2 if he hurries. There's a centering attempt. It's off a skate. Hops around in front. Referee lost sight of it, but the play was still live. He'll get a whistle. With 11:33 to go here in the first period, 1-1 is our score.
So it was Gomez that got the score. So Antonio Gomez was the goal given to Somerset.
Blaisdell off the face-off, puts it to the Sprider in the half wall. Blaisdell gets it back, steps around one, takes it to the top of the circle, shoots. That one blocks out front. Blaisdell gives chase as Sprider takes his place at this point. Comes out to Sprider. Takes another shot. That one's off a shin pad. Wildcats first to it there. Smith takes it behind. Tries to get that out front. 4 Spartans converge on him. They reverse course to Rose on the far side. Rose is able to get it out for the Spartans. The Wildcats will regroup. Blaisdell 1 against 4. He'll back this one down and head off on a change. Rogney in on the forward check for the Wildcats. Rogney and Giesler causing some problems down in the Spartan zone. Giesler comes away with it. He still has the puck. Tries to leave it for someone at the point. He got taken down hard. Play continues now on the far side. This one's going to go all the way down for icing against the Spartans.
Tough and physical. That is one of the things that Coach Warden had mentioned to me about Somerset. They play hard-nosed, and he said they got to use their speed to kind of combat that physicality. And saw right there one of the Wildcats going down from the check.
That was two big boys, too. I felt that thud all the way up here.
Yes, it sure was. Good thing the ice is solid, otherwise it might have shaken it.
There's a shot from the point that's over the net. Somerset's going to get it on the half wall, chip this one up, but it's going to hit some piping up in the ceiling, and we'll get a stoppage of play.
Hey, it did come back down, though, Steve, so don't need a new puck.
Shook that pipe a little bit, though.
That's the last thing we
Well,
need.
hopefully we don't lose the heat, right? Face-off will be to the right of Bentz. Donovan in to take this for the Wildcats. Looks like Simpkins for the Spartans. Spartans will control, send it to the far side, but Wildcats going to be the first one to it there. There's a shot from the point that's off a shin pad, and that's going to go all the way back down into the Wildcat zone. Dale spins it around his own net. Donovan picks off a centering attempt, but he can't get it out of the zone, but then the Wildcats follow up and get it out off the stick of Hamill. Play comes out to the Spartan zone. It's like Simpkins gets it back, and he's going to send a headman pass. It's going to go right in on Dale with number 24, Gomez, coming right in on him. He gives the goalie a snow shower, and he gets a shove right into the boards, and he looks like he's hurt. I don't know why the ref didn't call something there. That was interesting. Gomez came in and gave Dale a snow shower right in the face. The ref didn't call anything. So Hamill shoved Gomez into the boards, and he kind of went in awkwardly on his shoulder, and then the ref didn't call that. I am not sure what's going on there. There should have been. The second one for sure should have been a penalty.
Right.
On
did
the
they
Wildcats.
ever call anything if you just stop in front of the goalie like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a penalty if you
Okay.
stop and give the goalie a snow shower in the face.
Okay.
You're supposed to kind of angle off to the side. And so teams obviously don't like it
Right.
when you do it. So I'm not sure what's going to go on here. No arms are up. Gomez is still down on the
Right
ice.
now
He's getting helped up by the, I think, the Dodge County trainer.
Yes, yeah.
And he is holding his shoulder like and it looked like he caught that right shoulder right on the tip of the dasher boards, right on that edge.
That was Gomez.
So that could set the tone for the rest of this game here.
Yeah,
9:33 to go in the first period. Our score is tied at 1.
Not have an incident like we did. I don't remember which game that was that we called that they ended up having to cancel the last 148. We don't need anything like that.
Let's hope cooler heads prevail here. I still don't know why the refs didn't call either one of those.
Same. You would assume they would cover. Well, okay, maybe the first are like, all right, we can let that one go. The second one, maybe not so much.
So the play continues now behind the Wildcat net. Dale has it. He reverses course to Sprider. Sprider banks this one up the wall, but he can't get it out. And his second attempt does. And he gets this up to Smith. Smith takes the shot from the high slot right into the gut of Bentz, and he'll hold on. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Caleb Bentz, the junior goalie for the Somerset Spartans. The only goalie listed on the roster. Face-off controlled by Rogney. Takes it behind the Spartan net. Looks for a centering pass. Does get it up to the point. Dale takes a shot. That one's wide of the net. Giesler gives chase to the far side. That one's off the stick of Rogney. It'll go all the way down. Dale has to give chase. Dale, he gets taken down. No penalty on that one. It shouldn't have been. And, well, they are going to call a trip.
Yep.
That's interesting. I don't think that should have. He just kind of leaned into him. He just kind of lost his edge. But however way you look at it, Wildcats going to go on the power play. I'm confused. Can you tell?
Hey, yes, yeah, I'm with you.
So the Wildcats are going to get a penalty here at 8:40 to go in the first period. Score tied at 1. Let's see what the Wildcats can do with this. Scoring at their 33%. There's a shot from the point off the stick of Lamb. That goes wide, and that allows Somerset a chance to clear it all the way down. Wildcats come away with it. Blaisdell up the left side. He backhands it in, but can't get very far. That puck is chipped off the boards, and it'll go all the way down. Wildcats will have to regroup. Dale stops it for Blaisdell. Picks it up. Gets it up the right side to Lamb. Lamb makes a move. He's got some room. Fakes a shot. Takes it wide. Looking for a centering attempt. That one's off of a skate and wide. Blaisdell gets it back. Gets it over to Lamb. Just able to keep it in to avoid an offside. Oh, nice keeping at the point.